Previously on The Amazing Spider-Man, Kraven the Hunter and Queen Goblin team up to return Norman Osborn's sins. So after preparing a mystical spear with Norman's sins, Kraven goes to hunt down the reformed villain. He breaks into the Oscorp industry and beats Norman. But as he about to enter the spear into Norman's chest, Spider-Man takes the hit. Now the Green Goblin sins coursing through Peter's body. So Spider-Man has started out on a dark path against all those who have tortured him for years. His first target is Kraven, so he brutalizes the Hunter and burying him alive, just like he did to him in the past. With the taste of vengeance, Spidey is now hunting down more people who could cause trouble in his life, especially MJ and Paul, and Peter is going to enjoy by breaking them just like they did to him. Welcome to Comics Tube YouTube channel. In today's video, we will review Chapter 34 of The Amazing Spider-Man. You can get the previous parts on this playlist. So if you guys are new here, please subscribe and turn on all the notifications to never miss any future uploads. Please like, comment and share. All the text and images are owned by its respected company. You can support them by purchasing it digitally or from any offline stores. The issue opens up at the Harlem hospital, where Tombstone is admitted, as during his daughter, Janice and Randy's wedding, a criminal attacks him and critically injures Tombstone, which breaks his daughter's wedding. But Janice is mad at Randy, as after her dad got shot in the wedding day, Randy started to ignore her. So Randy tries to explain. He tries to protect his parents from the gangsters, but as their argument continues, the machines which keep Tombstone alive suddenly shuts down as someone unplugged the cords and want to kill Tombstone. And from the window, Randy notices Spider-Man with his evil laugh. The panel then jumps into MJ's apartment, where Norman bursts into their room and he asks MJ why isn't she answering his call. So Paul replies they didn't want to be bothered. So Norman tells them to pack up their bags and leave this place. They are in grave danger as Peter is after them, as he is torturing those people who hurt him the most. Hearing this, both Paul and MJ realize the situation, and Norman tells them to take the tunnel as it's the only way to avoid open contact. Meanwhile, Kraven is buried alive into his grave, waiting for his death, and there are two voices inside his mind, as the one tells him to pick up the rifle and end the suffering. The other one is telling him to relax and enjoy the slow suffocating death. He looks at his father's gun, the real Kraven's, and the voice tells him to pull the trigger. It is his destiny, his escape. So now it's up to Kraven to make the right decision, but both ways will lead him to death. Time is running out for Kraven. It becomes difficult to breathe under this casket. But then, Kraven decides to release himself from this coffin, and he begins to find an opening to get out from this grave. He tries to break the wooden casket with his feet, but it's only making the situation worse, as the dirt enters inside the coffin and it begins to suffocate Kraven. On the other side, Norman is sitting in his room in the dark, thinking about Peter. He gets worried what Peter is doing now, but Norman is also scared to face him alone because he knows what's inside of Peter. The voice tells him to turn on the light and face him like a grown man, but Norman hesitates, and as he turns on the light, he feels the presence of the evil Spider-Man. He greets Norman and asks him about Paul's whereabouts. Norman tells Peter to stop this madness. He's not acting like Peter. So Spidey confirms, yes, he's not like Peter. He is now like Norman Osborn, the Goblin. So Peter asks Norman, did he know why he tolerates Norman's existence? Because he knows someday Norman will show his true color again, and when that day comes, he will get a chance to do what Peter should have done to him years ago. Norman begs Peter. He is a friend, which makes Peter mad. He throws Norman into a wall and screams at him. He doesn't forget what the goblin did to him, and he begins to brutalize Norman for killing his love, Gwen Stacy, and asks him, did he show Gwen mercy? So with his broken jaw, Norman admits he showed her none, and he paid the price. He is living in hell. So he tells Peter to fight the goblin inside him. But then Peter hears the goblin's voice inside his head, which tells him to leave Norman, as they have lots of things to do. So Peter beats Norman to his near death and tells him he enjoyed this feeling. The people who hurt him all those times, it feels so good to hurt them back, and he is going to get all of them. He will throw Otto into a nuclear reactor, feed Eddie his own brain. But first, he's going to pay a visit to Paul and Mary Jane, and he's going to throw Paul off the top of a bridge, and he will watch if MJ can catch him with her fancy new powers, and he's going to enjoy the scene. Meanwhile, Queen Goblin is preparing for something to take the revenge on Norman. And on the other side, Paul and MJ take the Holland Tunnel, and they are discussing about Norman, as they are not sure if he is telling the truth. But unknown to them, the danger is coming towards them, as they see from rear view, the cars behind them are flying and getting crushed. And it is the doing of the devil Spider-Man. And with his new glider and spider bombs, he starts to terrorize Paul and MJ and the surrounding people. Everyone is running with their lives, but before the devil Spider-Man can do more damage, he gets hit by something. On the other side, Kraven is struggling inside his coffin as the dirts are filling up quickly and it begins to suffocate him. The voices are telling him to fight this and pull the trigger to end this suffering. But Kraven screams he is not like his father. He will not accept the death, and he gets buried under the dirts, and he hears his heartbeats are starting to fade away. But then he sees something is tearing the darkness, a light, as it's telling him to reborn and fight. And after struggling a lot, Kraven manages to pull himself out of his grave, and the savior is none other than Norman Osborn, and he tells Kraven he will help him to bring back Spider-Man. Meanwhile, at the tunnel, Spider-Man sees the attacker, and it is Queen Goblin, and this time she wants Spider-Man's help to kill Norman Osborn and get her revenge. And with that, the chapter 34 of The Amazing Spider-Man comes to a close. So which part you like the most? Please share them on the comment section down below. And please like this video and do subscribe, as this will motivate me to make more contents. Thank you so much for watching. Everyone stay safe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.